Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naisha if you're new here, and in today's video we're actually going to be doing something new. I'm going to be doing my very first will I buy it with a caveat ... on sale, because if you've been here before, you know I am a clearance bargain sale queen. Literally everything I buy has to have some sort of bargain, point system, coupon, on sale, on clearance. I'm not the type of person that really rushes out to get something, especially when it comes to makeup as soon as it's released. I'm not saying that I don't, but it's usually not what I do, because one, I'm never that pressed to get something, and two, in this day and age with makeup, if you wait a little bit longer, it'll be on sale in a month or two. So if it's something that you really want and you don't care about being the first person to get it, just wait a month or two. It'll be 50% off, trust me. I try not to get sucked into the limited edition rush and get something, because usually that has been detrimental to a lot of people. This is a series that I'm going to start. I'm not going to be doing it every week, I don't think, but this series that I'm going to start is inspired by Samantha March. I watch hers every Wednesday. I also watch Angelica Nickfist every Friday. Love the commentary that they have on makeup, because again, I'm not going to run out to buy everything, but I do have opinions and thoughts on all of the things that are being released, and maybe I can talk myself into or talk myself out of something by kind of having this conversation with you guys. If you're interested in this very super glam that I'm wearing right now, this is some sponsored content that I'm doing, and the real get ready with me and all the information will be on my Instagram pretty soon. So follow me on Instagram, it's always linked down below if you want to be part of the glam squad. Things are opening back up. We're going to be outside and we're going to be glam 24/0. Okay? Glitter eyes, red lips, glam or nothing at all. Again, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Naisha. I'm a mom of two. I'm a shopaholic, but when I shop, it has to be on sale, some sort of bargain. If you are a returning viewer, subscriber, then you know that this is a wig. You know, I try a little something every now and again. I really like this one because it's pretty easy to put on, but trust me, I'm not a wig person. I have no idea what I'm doing, so don't ask me for any tips, if you can tell that already. But I really like this one. It's nice and easy, and it's very summery, it's very vacation like, because it is summertime, it's vacation time, so I figured it would be nice and easy and breezy to wear. Anyway, let me get into it because there's going to be a lot of talking. So just like everybody else, I'm going to go to trend mood. If you are a makeup lover and you are excited about all the new things that are coming out, and you want to know what's coming out and what's the next best thing that's coming out, you have to follow trend mood. She's on the pulse. She knows all the new things that are coming out, mostly mainstream brands. So I follow a couple of other accounts that cover more indie brands or smaller brands, so we're going to talk about some of those too. I'm not going to talk about everything because we're not trying to be here all day. I got to take my daughter to Kumon. I got to go pick up my dog from the vet. So there's a lot going on. And my neighbor starts mowing every Thursday at this time. The only time I get to really film anything. So awesome. Sorry about the background noise. Alright, I'm going to kind of go over to the side so I can insert some pictures. It'll make it a little bit easier so you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be on the screen. So the first thing I want to talk about is the new Jaclyn Hill collection. So it's called the Baton Rouge collection. So it's a collection of different types of blushes. So she has some blush palettes, some cream blushes, and some loose powder blushes. I've honestly never tried anything from Jaclyn Hill from her specific line yet, obviously because of the debacle with the lipsticks when they first came out. If you don't know, her first launch was a line of lipsticks and there was hair in them, all sorts of craziness that was going on. She had to recall everybody's lipsticks and give them back their money, but good for her that she's still going. So far since she's been at Ulta, I haven't heard any complaints about any of her products, but I haven't really seen anything that really draws me to purchase from her brand as yet. The sort of more orangey blush palette really does look pretty good, but it's $45, pretty pricey for a blush palette. I don't know if I need 6 different shades of orange blushes. As much as I love orange blushes, I've been collecting a nice stack of singles, so I don't think I want to get anything from this collection. I will. There's also some liquid lipsticks as well. I will at some point get something from Jaclyn Cosmetics, because I do hear that some of her setting powders and face powders are really, really good, so I'm going to want to try it out. But of course I gotta wait for it to be on sale. She's in Ulta, so Ulta has like 20% off sales every here and again, and I have about 3,000 points, so I have like $175 in points that I have to spend at some point, but it's not going to be on Jaclyn Hill right now. Next we have yet another Colourpop collection. So if you don't know, Colourpop has a new collection, drops a new collection literally every week. This week they have the Neon Electric collection. So there are some 5-pan palettes that are $10, each are $27 in the bundle. There's a pink one, a orange one, and a green one. These remind me so much of the Huda Beauty neon collection that she came up with last summer that was actually trash and everybody complained about that it wasn't so great. Did I try any of them? I didn't try any of the neon ones. The funny thing about this Colourpop collection though is that there's only one neon color in the entire 5-pan palette. It's one neon and 4 neutrals. I get it. A full neon palette is a little bit scary for some people. So if you have the neutral colors to anchor it and then you just have the pop of the neon, this will be much more sellable as opposed to a full neon palette. Also because neons are very hard to blend and very hard to work with. So having a full neon palette, not a lot of people are going to enjoy that. So I get it where there's just a one pop of color. And it also includes 3 of the Luxe lip oils, a darker pink, a lighter pink, and a sort of a peachy color. I'm not a fan of their lip oils. I bought a nude collection and I'm not really a fan of it. Those are available and I'm definitely going to pass on those. The swatches look nice, but I don't need it. Today, Artist Couture announced that they have a new collection coming out. It's called the Supreme Bronze Collection. So Artist Couture is an indie-owned brand and it's owned by a YouTuber influencer called Mac Daddy. And I've been eyeing their things for a while. I got a couple of their things in BoxyCharm pop-up. I have my BoxyCharm pop-up haul coming next week, so you'll see that really soon and you'll see what I picked up. And it's a very bronzy, very chocolatey, very yummy type of palette. Some of the eye looks that they have here, like this warm one, oh, it's definitely calling me. That's definitely my jam. So for the things that I got in Boxy pop-up, I want to try that out, try the formula, see if I like it before I go ahead and buy like one of the bigger palettes, because this palette is one of the, so he has a couple mini ones, and this is the bigger palette that's $42. It's sold in Sephora. So I want to try out the formula of the smaller ones that I have first before I decide if I really like his formula. And again, I'll probably wait till this goes on sale because I do not need another nude bronzy palette, but it does look really nice and the swatches look really nice. I love when there's a palette that has deep enough colors that work with lighter skin tones as well as darker skin tones. Another nude palette from the new Brunette collection from Melt Cosmetics, and so it is a palette and a 5-piece brush set. So the palette is, it doesn't have the price on here, but usually their palettes are around $48 and the brush set is probably, you know, around the same thing or a little bit more. The thing with Melt, so I have the skeleton collection, I can't remember what it's called. So there's like the more warm palette and then the darker blues and red palette, and their eyeshadow formula is okay. I feel like some of it is like hit or miss, and this particular nude palette is more on the cooler tone side, and to me it's a little too boring for me. Even though the Mac Daddy one is also nude, it was really warm and there was a little bit of a pop of like an orangey color that really made it a little bit more exciting. This one is very, very nude. This is perfect for every day. Perfect for that everyday simple glam, throw it on and go. It's perfect for that. A lot of their other palettes have a lot of deep, rich and bright colors, so I totally understand like why they would have this very neutral color set of neutral palette to sort of round out their collection. So I do like that. It does make sense. I'm not mad at the launch, but it just seems a little bit too boring for me, just based on how much stuff I already have and what I gravitate towards. I barely use this palette. Kaja is also coming out with their trios. So they always have these little trios. It's called the bento boxes, and they are around $21, and they have a more warmer one, a more cooler tone one. They are basically three browns, 3 nudes, one more warm, one more cool, and they're pretty tiny. And the ones that I got them, I think I got them during Boxy pop-up, or they were on sale, of course. And when I got them, they are so tiny. So those 3 teeny tiny shadows for $21, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to me, especially since it's these 3 very nude, very neutral colors. I think it does have a market for this, don't get me wrong. There are people who, they are fine with just these 3 colors. If you travel, you want to throw it in your purse, you want to do your makeup in the car, do your makeup on the bus, do your makeup at your desk. This is very easy with those 3 colors to get a really nice look. don't get me wrong, but that's just not my style. I'm a stay-at-home mom. When I do makeup, I do full-on glam. It's glam or nothing at all, to be honest, these days. I used to do like a 10-minute throw it on, but that's when I, you know, would take my daughter to the park or to the library. I think that's going to come back. It's going to come back. We're coming back. But as of right now, the only time I really put on makeup is when I'm going out or when I'm filming. So, and it's usually glam. So this type of thing is not really my style right now, but I do feel like there's a market for it. A nice, quick, easy, people who like that type of market, like that type of makeup, which to be honest is a lot more people than we think. A lot of us on the internet think everybody wants to look like this all the time. They do not. Nobody has the time or the patience for this. The next thing, and one thing that I'm definitely excited for and definitely getting, is the Glamlite X Michaela J makeup collection. Mikayla, she is a TikToker. She blew up over the last year. She has over 5 million followers at this point. She's very relatable, very down to earth. She's from Boston. She has the whole Massachusetts accent. It's so cute on her. She does really, really beautiful, very glam makeup looks. And she now has a collection, her first collaboration I believe, with Glamlite. So it is a palette, 2 lashes, highlight, and 3 lip products, I believe lip glosses. So it's a full collection. The eyeshadow palette is $42, 30 shades with shimmer, mattes, and a diamond-like formula. I love the Glamlite formula. I love their shimmer formula. It's very creamy, very, very bright and shimmery. The diamond formula is absolutely gorgeous. Love their formula. Their mattes are great. Not my absolute favorite, but their mattes are really, really good. They're really good with bright, colorful mattes. Really enjoy that. They are normally, all of their releases are food related, and a lot of people are not a fan of that. I don't care. I have like tons of their food related makeup. Since they started the whole foodie thing, this is one of the first ones that's not food related, and it is some beautiful, beautiful colors. It's almost like I would say like a half neutral, half colorful palette. Well, not quite half. Maybe like a third neutral, 2/3 colorful. I saw her in her announcement video. She was saying that she wanted this for people who are so used to like neutral and are scared to go into more colorful. So it starts off really, really neutral, and then it gets deeper and deeper and more colorful. And some of the colors in here are beautiful. The teals, the yellow, the purples, lavender is her favorite color, so that's definitely in here. And then basically 2 rows of new colors. So you can do so many looks with this. I tend not to go for larger palettes, but this is so beautiful, and I absolutely love her, and I love the Glamlite formula. So I think, you know, that trifecta is making me really want this palette. It launches on Sunday, June 13th. You should be seeing this video on Friday. This video should be going up on Friday 11th, so it's going to be available at 9 a.m. PST, 8 a.m. PST on Glamlite. The palette is going to be $42. The highlighter is $14. The lip gloss set of 3 is $28. The lashes are $12 each. The in full collection bundle is $89, and the collection bundle with the PR box is $99. I'm not going to get the full collection. You can use Trend Mood 10 for 10% off. I'll put whatever codes in the description box. I'm probably just going to get the palette, a pair of the lashes. There's one that's a little bit more full and one that's a little bit more light. So I'm going to get the fuller one, and I'm going to get one of the lip glosses. Not sure yet. I'm going to have to take a closer look. I think the highlighter might be too icy for me, so I'll skip on the highlighter. But there is a nudie gloss in there. I'm probably going to get that one because their glosses are nice as well. So hey, look at that. First thing that I'm actually going to get. I'm not sure if Mikayla has a code. If she has one, I'll find it. I'll put it down below. Trend Mood has 10% off, and I think somebody else, probably Angelica, has a 15% off code. I'll look it up, and I'll put all that information down in the description box. Everything that I'm talking about, links to everything, all the additional information that you need is going to be in the description box. The next thing I wanted to talk about is from Drunk Elephant. So they're coming out what looks to be a liquid blush. It's called O-Bloos Rosi Drops. They're coming out with one color, and they're saying that this pigment is supposed to give you an all-over rosy glow, I guess like a blush, but a rosy glow for who? It's a nice color. It's supposed to be a sheer wash of colors, a nice pinky, peachy color, but they haven't shown swatches on other skin tones, so I'm just wondering, a rosy glow for who? I think on deeper skin tones this is probably going to be like a cream highlight, So I'm not quite sure why they came out with one color, and seems to be a decent sized bottle, and it's $36. Definitely not gonna get it. I'm just curious to see what it looks like on other skin tones. I have a couple of Drunk Elephant like little ones, like stuff that I've tried out, but their skincare, it's really nice, but it's really expensive, and I rarely see any of it go on sale, so not really something that I gravitate towards. $36 for them actually is not a bad price. They usually do like mostly skincare. I think this is their first foray into makeup, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is their first makeup product. But not it. The next thing, YSL is releasing 2 palettes. So it's the Le Smokey collection. I swear that this has been announced like a year ago. So it's 2 palettes and a bunch of single shadows, which the single shadows are probably like $35 for one. And the palette I believe is like $125. Now the palette itself looks beautiful. It's like a clutch. It's like something you can hold in your hand and go out to the clubs. Gorgeous. It has the quilted leather top and the YSL, just like all of their aesthetics. But I'm gonna have to see some swatches. I'm gonna have to see some people use this, and I'm definitely gonna, if I get this, it definitely has to be on sale because it's $125 for the palette. I do have to say, in these pictures that Trendmood has up, this one girl has a smoky liner look, and it is gorgeous. Definitely my style, but I can get that with any one of my palettes that I already have, so I'm not going to spend over $100 for a YSL palette. But the packaging, beautiful. If I could catch this on the 30-40% off sale in a year, I might get it, literally just for the package. Next up, Maybelline is coming out with a new, looks like to be a foundation. It's called a 4-in-1 Glow Perfector. It's going to be for prime, conceal, and highlight. In the picture that Trendmood has up, there's only 3 shades, a really light one, a really dark one, and one right in the middle. And there's 00, 02, and 04. I'm assuming they're other colors, but it's might be, you know, we're all on this journey of like skin tints and CC creams. I'm actually wearing the Avon Magic Sticks skin tint right now. Doesn't look like a skin tint, it looks like a full-on foundation, but it is beautiful. It matches my skin perfectly. I have a demo of it on my Instagram, you can check that out. So it looks to be very skin tint like, and I know normally with skin tints they don't have a large range because they're very sheer and they're supposed to match a wider range of skin tones, but we'll see what's coming, what the shade range is going to look like. We shall see. It looks like Makeup Revolution is coming out with yet another collaboration. I swear they have a collaboration every week, and this time the collaboration is with Bratz. It's a pretty big palette. It's going to be a full collection, so I guess there's going to be some other products as well. The only thing they've revealed so far is the eyeshadow palette. It's pretty big. I usually don't gravitate towards large palettes. There are 3 like larger shimmers in the middle. The color story is kind of all over the place to me. I get it with the Bratz, their makeup is very dramatic, but I think I'm older than the demographic that was into Bratz. So it really doesn't resonate with me for me to be like, ooh, Bratz, I gotta get it. So definitely won't get that one because it's Bratz and I'm not into it. 2, Makeup Revolution, their eyeshadow formula is not my favorite. It's very hit or miss. So I definitely won't be clamoring for their formula. And 3, it's a pretty large palette, which I don't really go for. So definitely going to pass on that one. Something that has me kind of like, oh my god, am I going to get this? Am I not going to get this? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm confused. My life is confused. Is the KKW Camo collection. So she's coming out with a palette that has some beautiful, I love olive. I love olive tones. I love olive green. I love olive mattes. I love olives, actual olives to eat. Love it. So the tones in this palette is half green, half neutral, half greens. And the packaging, it is like a camo fabric packaging. It is so beautiful. Nice big mirror. I'm gonna have to really consider this. Probably, hopefully by the time it's going into fall, she might have some sort of sale on her website and I might be able to get this, or if it comes to Ulta. But this looks so beautiful. Absolutely love it. Definitely considering getting it. Have I tried KKW shadows before? I haven't tried her shadows before. I've tried her lip liners are my favorite. Her lipsticks, her matte lipsticks are really, really good. The lip glosses are okay. They're lip glosses, nothing to write home about. So there are also 3 lip glosses that are going to come with the collection, and 3 highlighters, a light, a medium, and a goldy one. Not gonna rush for the highlighters. And then she has some shadow sticks. If I am getting anything, I'm probably gonna get the olive one to go with the olive palette. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on this, because that palette, it looks so simple, but it's calling to me. And then there's a nice deep brown to deepen everything up with. I'm loving it. Next thing I want to talk about is Morphe just released 2 new 9-pan palettes. So there's a watermelon palette, and then there's a bronze metal palette. So the bronze metal palette I'm here nor there with is another neutral brown palette. Morphe is known for their brown palettes. They love their brown palettes. They will always have their brown palettes, right? But the next one, the watermelon palette, that combination of the green and the bright pinky reds, that is so pretty. Love the fact that it's a 9-pan palette. The top 3 light colors, really didn't need those. Those are a throwaway to me. But I love that there's some nice deeper colors to deepen up the look with. The greens, the shades of the greens look nice and vibrant. The shade of that bottom left pinky red looks really, really pretty. My only problem is the Morphe formula. I have not bought a Morphe shadow since, I think it's called like the 35M, the Boss Mood one. So it's been like 3 years since I bought a Morphe shadow. Every other Morphe palette that I have decluttered it. I have a Morphe cheek palette that I got in Ipsy. Their palettes are just hit or miss. I know a lot of people complain about them. I'm fine with their brushes. I like their brushes. They're not the best, but they work okay, and I have no complaints about it. Yeah, so my only thing would be the formula of this. I'm gonna have to see some people use it, swatch it, and see what they think. But I really do like the color story that they came up with for the watermelon. Definitely looks like watermelon. And I know these are pretty affordable. So this is a $12 palette. If you wait a month, it's going to be like $9 on sale. Even better. So I'm gonna wait around, see what other people say about it, and then maybe I'll pick it up, because it is a cute little color story. One other thing from Glamlite. So when I pick up my Mikayla palette, I'm gonna try to remember to pick up one of these new. They have, it's called the Icing Base. Their whole spiel is like food related makeup. So it's called Icing, like icing on a cupcake, but it's actually a eyeshadow base, and it comes in several different colors going from light to dark. And it's pretty affordable. They are $10 each. There are 7 shades. So I definitely want to try that out. I was never a fan of the whole P. Louise thing, but I love using eyeshadow bases, especially when I'm doing colorful makeup. So I'm probably going to get the buttercream or caramel. Those look like the colors that I'll probably go for. I'm going to try one of those when I pick up my palettes and my lashes. And then the last thing on Trend Mood is the Lancome Tintadol. They are coming out with a new full coverage concealer. The Lancome Tintadol foundation is actually one of my absolute favorites. It's one of my summer favorites. The color that I have matches me so perfectly. It lasts a really long time. It's good in the sun. It doesn't fade really quickly. Really love that foundation. But I also have the old version of this concealer, and it comes in like a squeezy tube. And the packaging, I hate it. Absolutely hate the packaging. And the concealer was not my favorite. So I have it. I really don't use it. I gotta try it again, but I really didn't like it, especially because of the packaging. So now they're coming out with a new formula, full coverage, in a regular concealer package that has like a doe foot for you to put it under your eyes. It's $32, pretty pricey for a highlight. Of course, you know I'm gonna catch it on a sale. I'm gonna catch it on an Ulta sale, because I got the one that I have. I got it when I think Lancome was having a 35% off sale. That's when I picked it up. So I'm not in a rush. I got enough concealers to last me a while, so I'm definitely going to pick this one up when I catch a sale. The doe foot is supposed to be extra flexible for seamless coverage. There's a flat surface for large areas, a pointed tip for precise application. So much better than that squeezy tube situation they had before. The Patrick Ta palette. I have never drooled over a nude palette so much in my life. This looks so beautiful. The packaging is beautiful, and the collection also comes with some eye pencils. There's a cream, a bronze, a rich brown, and a black. Neither here nor there with them. But the palette and just the way the swatches look, and how deep and rich and chocolatey and yummy it looks. And included in this palette, it's 10 shadows, but there are 2 cream shadows, and I was very surprised to see that the cream shadows, he says he uses them as bases, and he would put the cream shadow on first and then set it with the powder shadow, and that's how he helps to like build up his smoky eye. And I think I had mentioned this before, like a lot of the time when I'm looking at professional makeup artists, they go in with like a pencil. I've seen the makeup artists on Pat McGrath do this, Natasha Denona does this, Patrick Ta does this. They take a pencil, a very creamy pencil, and they will sketch out the shape that they want on your eye first, and they blend it out, and then they go over it with the powder. 1, that helps the look to last longer, and 2, it helps it to be much more pigmented. So he put these 2 cream shadows into the palette that you can use as a base to smoke it out. You can probably put the cream down first and then go over it with one of the shimmery colors for a nice easy smoky eye. There's it goes light to really, really nice and deep and rich and chocolatey. I've seen a couple of reviews. They have been very, very positive. So this is definitely something I want to get. There's also from Patrick Ta, I want to get one of the contour bronze palettes, dual palettes that he came out with recently. Definitely want to get that. So I'm definitely waiting to catch some sort of sale, Sephora VIB sale, because he is in Sephora, maybe on his website if there's a sale. I'm going to keep an eye out because I'm definitely getting that, and one of the bronzers. Makeup by Mario is coming out with another collection. So it's a blush, bronzer, and highlight collection. So there are sticks, so blush sticks and bronzer sticks, and there's like the blush and the bronzer on one side and then a brush on the other side, and then there are powder blushes, bronzers, and highlights. Honestly, I want all of it. Give me one of each. I will be stalking Mario's page again when there's a Sephora VIB sale. I want it. I'm going to get a cream bronzer, a cream blush, a powder bronzer, a powder blush. I may not get a highlight. But I'm definitely getting those. Don't know when. You're going to see it at some point. I got to catch some sort of sale. But I am definitely getting those. And it's not because like I feel like the products are revolutionary, because they probably are, because again, Makeup by Mario is another professional makeup artist, and I just love the way that they do makeup. So I know his formulas are going to be great, but it's the simplicity of the packaging and just how beautiful, and it's just so pretty, and it just speaks to me. I did see Raw Beauty Christie's review of these, and she said that they're very sheer, and you know, that's what we're going for this summer, like just nice sheer, throw it on. Like I said, I'm wearing a skin tint today. My highlight is a little much, but like I said, I was trying out a new brand's loose highlighter. But this just looks so beautiful, so simple, just so expensive, and I want it. I want it all. I want it all. So the soft scalp shaping stick, that's the bronzer sticks, are $28. The blush sticks are also $28. Powder bronzer is $28. The powder blush is $24, and the highlighters are $28. He also has some brushes, some dual-ended brushes, and they're $28 each. I'm not going to get the brushes. I'm actually pretty surprised at the price of these. It's not bad. I was expecting it to be like $30-something, $40, because you know, I know a lot of these brands tend to be up there. Like the Patrick Ta, his bronzer, I think are like in the 40s. So actually it's pretty reasonably priced. So I am definitely getting those. But again, your girl's gotta catch a sale. MAC is coming out with a collection. It's called the Botanic Panic collection. Love the name of that. So there's a palette, 2 highlighters, and 5 lipsticks. The palette I'm here there with MAC eyeshadow formula has been kind of matte for me. The highlighters, the pinky one looks pretty nice, but I'm not going to spend the money to get that MAC highlighter. The lipsticks, there is a purple one that looks so nice. I have nothing like that in my collection. I don't even know if I could pull that color off. I'm definitely going to have to heavily line this, but it is so pretty. It's so different, and the packaging is beautiful. So if anything I'm probably going to pick up in this collection, it's probably going to be that lipstick. You know, if you think this is pretty and you don't want to spend the money, I'll be honest with you, wait a couple months. This is probably going to end up in TJ Maxx and Marshalls probably around Christmas time, whatever doesn't sell. Because usually with these themey collections, they end up, you know, whatever doesn't sell ends up on sale, ends up in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. You can wait and take your chance if it shows up there. But like I said, that purple lipstick, that lavender lipstick just looks so beautiful. I'm definitely gonna have to get that. Oh, e.l.f. is coming out with another putty primer. So I really love their putty primer. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing the regular one. So they have a regular one, they have a mattifying one, and they have a glow one. So now they're coming out with an acne fighting one. So this one I think I'm actually going to try out, because I really do like the putty primer. It really does do a good job of smoothing out my pores and helping like this area of my face that usually has a lot of pores look a lot smoother. And I do have acne prone skin, so I think I'm definitely going to try out the acne one, even though I'm not breaking out these days. I'm doing good, fingers crossed. I definitely want to try that one out when one of mine runs out. And they also came out, they added to their Watermelon Pop collection, which the Watermelon hydrating primer is one of my absolute favorite primers. It's like a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip primer. It really gets really nice and sticky on the face, but keeps the skin hydrated. I am wearing that together with the putty primer today. I wear that almost every day. If I'm not specifically trying out a primer, I'm wearing e.l.f. Jelly Pop and e.l.f. putty primer in my T-zone. So they're adding some things to that collection. And I think I definitely got to re-up on my jelly primer, a watermelon lip mask, a Jelly Pop glow stick, a watermelon glitter mask, which is unnecessary, new shades of the Jelly Pop glitter gloss, Jelly Pop juicy gloss, and a skincare set. Okay, so other than those releases that we saw on Trend Mood, on Indie Makeup Hotspot, I saw that Shein is coming out with a bunch of new eyeshadow palettes. So if you didn't know, Shein, the clothing company, they have their own makeup line called She Glam, and they're coming up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different eyeshadow palettes. They look to be very, very colorful. There's also one sort of neutrally one. They are $7.50 each, and they're sold on Shein. I've been thinking of like making an order on Shein and trying out their makeup. They have foundation, concealer, powders, the whole nine, as well as the eyeshadows. These palettes look really interesting. The packaging is pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to go on their website and look at all the makeup stuff that they have and see, because I think I want to try a full face of She Glam. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. But I'm definitely down. It's really, really cheap, just like their clothes. So let's see if the makeup is any good. Another release that I am definitely going to get, this is another indie brand, is the Sydney Grace X Temptalia collection. So they have been teasing this, I swear, for about a year. So Temptalia, she is a blogger, influencer. She does really, really, really in-depth. If you want an in-depth review about something, like when I say in-depth, swatches, talking about the texture, comparisons. She has a blog, she does it all. And she's been doing this for years. Like, she's been in the game for like 10 years. And she is coming up with 3 palettes with Sydney Grace. I have a couple palettes from Sydney Grace. I really enjoy their formula. And they are $40 each, $100 for all 3 of them. If you use the code Temptalia, you get an additional 15% off. 3 palettes are the Quintessence, On the Horizon, and Radiant Reflection. The one that I think I'm probably going to get is this one. It's called Radiant Reflection, the deep version. It's like half reddy burgundy, half blue green. Definitely my jam. You already know the reds, the burgundies, the pinks. That's all me. And I love blue eyeshadow and green eyeshadow, and I love the combination of like either the reds and the blues or the reds and the greens. I really, really like this. This definitely looks like something that I would enjoy. Again, I really like the Sydney Grace formula, and I like the combination of mattes to shimmers in here. So I think that's what I'm definitely going to pick up. $40 and then 15% off, not bad at all for that palette. And that's about it. Ooh, let me come back this way because my back, girl. Ooh. Alright, so that's about it. Those are all the makeup releases and sneak peeks and announcements that have, I would say, in the past week or 2. Since this is my first one, I didn't want to just do like 1 week. It would be pretty short. Some of the things that came out in the past week or 2 that really spoke to me, that really, you know, I really had to say something about, or really piqued my interest, either in a good way or in a negative way. So if you enjoy this sort of makeup commentary and me talking about what I'm probably going to pick up, what I'm going to wait for a sale, what's probably going to end up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, what's not worth your money, because I will tell you. Yeah, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below, what do you think of me starting this series? I'm probably going to do it every other week. I don't think I could do it every week. I can barely keep up with the schedule as it is. I'll do it as often as I find there's a lot of products that I want to talk about. There are a lot of products that interest me. Yes, so subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.